Good morning. My name is Brandon Smith, owner of GameSmith. Today is Wednesday, June the 25th, and it is almost 9 o'clock, which is, as some people know, super early for me. This video is a response to when am I open and what do we do on the days that I'm open. So here we go. Hours of operation. Hours of operation are Thursday through Monday, noon till 1 in the morning. I am closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There are a few exceptions to the times that I'm open or closed. If there is a long event that carries over, for example, if we do a pre-release, if we do a really long-term event like a Grand Prix trial or something for Magic stuff, or if we have a 40K tournament go long, any of those things, sometimes we will push past the 1 a.m. time barrier, but typically tend to stick to those. So again, Thursday through Monday, noon till 1 in the morning, closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursday, role-playing games with the Pathfinder Beginner Box being available for people to get into it. I have a variety of books that you can see on the bookshelf behind me with D&D Next and the Living Rules set coming. We have a lot of exciting things happening in role-playing games, and I'd like to see a lot more participation in those areas, and I will definitely support it as far as like if there's a rules question or what do we do in this situation, like those types of things. It's nice to have a game store game so that you can actually kind of spin off and do your own thing if you want to build your own group from scratch. Moving on, Magic stuff. There are two types of tournaments that happen most of the time. As of the last pre-release for Journey into Nyx, I actually can host 2 Friday Night Magic events and have all the promos to support that. So, one thing that we do, drafts. Drafts are $15, unless it's a super special rare set for some reason. $15 for a booster draft. That is one of the 2 Friday Night Magic events that will happen. So $15 if you want to participate in the draft. Some of them are going to vary between 7 or 3 p.m. So depending, we'll be doing a booster draft either at 3 p.m. or at 7 p.m. That's event number 1. Event number 2, Standard, which is a 60-card constructed format. Doesn't have a ban list at this particular moment, but basically goes from Return to Ravnica all the way up to when we get M15 soon, and then rotation will happen. Regardless, I have pre-built decks for them. So for those who have never been into Standard, don't know what's going on with Standard, but would like to learn how to play, you can buy an event deck and you can jump right into the event. So standard events are $5. So bring your deck, put it together, buy a pre-made deck. Any of that stuff is good. And again, you'll be eligible for prize support, promotional materials, and all those types of things. Saturday, I'm actually really excited about this one. I've had a lot of requests for a Commander League, which basically you build your Commander deck, and then you use the GameSmith rules and ban lists, and then you get points for playing people. Typically, that's summed up in some sort of bi-weekly or monthly tournament, depending on the participation. But again, same thing applies. It's a 100-card singleton format, and oh, look, there's a pre-built deck, all ready to go. Yay, mine sees. Woo! Okay, I actually have one of each of these still. So if people don't know what Commander is and they want to get involved in it and join a league or whatever else it is, I have all the materials to support you. Moving on up to Sundays. Sundays, I want to start doing Escalation. What is Escalation in 40K? Well, basically, as of 7th edition, they decided that they were going to take a bunch of Apocalypse stuff and make it actually playable in the 40K normal setting. So, for those who don't know what that means, it's basically, I'm going to take these really powerful units that I was only able to use in like 10,000 point games, and I can use them in my 1750 games. Learning how to play against them, learning what the strengths and weaknesses are, list building, tournament prep, like those types of things. I really want to focus on Escalation. There are a couple things in the book. They talk about specific warlord traits, how to score, how to win with tactical objectives. Am I going to run a super heavy in my army? All those types of things are things that we will typically be troubleshooting and beating our heads against on Sundays. The goal is, again, to work your list up to 1,750 points so that you can play in regional tournaments wherever else you need to go, or the monthly tournament that we have here. Moving right along, we get into Mondays. Mondays have board games. board games are like Pandemic. Super fun. Well, one of the only cooperative games that I found is, has good mechanic and everything else. Pandemic is basically a race against the game. Other games that happen on Mondays, Munchkin. Munchkin's a lot of fun. This is the original. There's lots of expansions for it. Cards Against Humanity happens. Talisman happens. Those types of things. But typically, you're looking at games that are fun, that involve more than 2 people. That maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Talisman is kind of an exception because you can involve like 6 people. So depending on how into it you get, you're going to have like a 3-hour game perhaps. So it's basically everybody socializes, everybody's hanging out, and usually we have people here around 7 o'clock. So in addition to this information, you can also go to the GameSmith page, which is www.facebook.com/mygamesmith. Website is coming, and I usually have individualized events that are not part of the weekly schedule posted there. So anyway, thanks for watching.